Hi, I'm Mason Duchatschek. In today's episode, I want to share a story with you that I think may be relevant and helpful. Years ago, I was giving a keynote speech to a group of business owners, and I had a very short window of time, and it was supposed to be a simple task. It was to talk about the one single piece of business. If I could give somebody one single piece of business advice that I thought would be valuable, in this case to the people in that audience, what would it be? And when you don't have hours to talk about something and you have to hone in on one thing specific, it was actually more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. And I thought back to John Hauser, who was probably the best sales manager I ever had. And he was an old school IBM type. He came to work every day in a blue shirt or a white shirt and a very conservative tie, pressed suits, polished shoes. John Hauser was an outstanding example and a wonderful leader. And because he was an IBM guy, where most people have a nameplate on their desk, he had a nameplate, but it didn't have his name on it. It just said "think." And I asked him where he got that. He said IBM, and he kept it with him all the time. And that is universally good advice for anybody in business. And recently, I moved and ran out of my personal checks. So I had the little thing that says, hey, when you run out, go online here or call this number. I'm like, great. Although I will tell you, I think the best customer service is no customer service. And what I mean by that is a business or service provider has thought of everything that could possibly go wrong, and built-in systems prevent those things from going wrong, so no one ever has to call customer service because they don't have problems. Well, something as simple as ordering checks, I think this ought to be good. Call or go online. Well, I go online and I get ready to order them, and it won't let me change the address. There's no explanation, just it won't work. So I call the customer service line, and they tell me because of COVID that they're understaffed and whatever, and I waited 26 minutes before I could talk to a live person. And when I talked to a live person and explained my problem, they said, well, you need to go online. I said, well, I already have. And I listened to messages for 26 minutes telling me to go online because their people were busy and I could do it myself. So after 26 minutes of hearing people tell me to go online and do it myself, I finally got a hold of somebody, and they said, well, you can go online. I said, that would be great, except for it didn't work because I've moved. Oh, well, you need to call your bank then. You need to call your bank directly and order them. I go, why didn't you tell me that online? Or why didn't you have that on the message instead of me waiting 26 minutes for you to tell me you couldn't help me and I needed to go online? They didn't think. They didn't think. So, I just wanted to share that story with you so that when you look at how you provide your service to your clients, think. Someone could have said, hey, maybe we should, if we can't do this, maybe we should post a message on our website, or hey, maybe we should put it in a message instead of telling people that they're waiting for us on the phone, instead of telling them, hey, just go to our website. Maybe said, or if you have to change your address, you need to call your bank directly. So, between the time I spent on the internet and the time I spent waiting online, I probably spent 35 minutes that all could have been avoided had someone in that company thought. So I just, for your customers' benefit and for your benefit, if you love your customers, my encouragement to you is whatever you do and however you do it, the best customer service is no service, because you solve the problems for your customers ahead of time. And the only way to do that, or the best way to do that, is to think. So anyway, hope that's been helpful.